my, oh my. Look at me filming 2 videos in one day, pretending as though I don't feel depression coming on. So yes, I did film this the exact same day as the last video. I just want to get something filmed because I can feel the sadness setting in and I don't want to leave you guys hanging for another week or 2 while I'm doing my thing, trying to become a thing again. 1 second. Sorry about that. Wait, I'm gonna check if you're actually recording. Okay, you are actually recording. And so you don't see my mismatched socks. I feel like I should come on and just let you know, because I feel like there's other people out there like myself that feel like this often. So I felt like I would run down what I'm going to be doing over the next couple of days to get myself feeling better. So what I like to do is not only take vitamin D, which is essentially the sun medication if you don't go outside. Considering it's winter, I'm not getting a lot of sunlight, so I'm not getting that extra chemical reaction that makes me feel happy. I'm going to refrain from going into junk food and snacky foods to try and brighten my mood, because those do not brighten your mood. They actually make you feel a lot worse, because then the sugar just accumulates and then you feel groggy and gross. So I'm going to stick to proteins and... Excuse me, I'm so sorry. So, I apologize for my burp. I'm rambling. I don't know what to say other than when I try to make myself feel better, it's as simple as getting up and getting out of my funk of being in pain or any of that nature. I did take an naproxen today for the first time in a couple days because my back has been hurting. Well, not in a couple days, but my back has been hurting for a couple days, and I like to stay away from medication as much as humanly possible until I know that the pain has at least subsided enough to factor in for the medication. Because if I take medication, excuse me, sorry, if I take medication as soon as the pain arises, or in my case heightens, because there's always pain, I try to stay away from taking the medication at that time, because I don't want to take the medication, feel like I'm good, and then turn in the wrong direction or lift something really heavy and not get the pain receptor telling my brain, oh, that really hurt, you probably shouldn't do that. So I stay away from medication as long as possible until I know that it's not a skeletal issue. When I know that it's just a inflamed muscle or something like that, that's when I start to take the medication, once I know I'm not going to do irreparable damage. So this is all kind of tying in and giving you some context for my next point of, I will be very sad in the next little bit. I will be doing my best not to. And I wanted to make a second video today to just have as a backup for if I really do feel so down that I can't make videos. Aside from that, I will now go through my list of things that I like to do to brighten my mood and make myself a little bit happier, even if There's nothing physically that I can do, like going outside for a walk or something to that nature. I like to make sure that as soon as I wake up, I don't talk to anyone. I surf through my computer, look at my Twitter, look at my Instagram, see what people have posted, and no, I don't have a cell phone. I know, very obscure, but I do not have a cell phone. Well, actually, to be realistic, I do have a cell phone, but it's really old and really destroyed, and I have never used it personally. I bought it for a friend because they were starting a new job and they needed a cell phone. So I bought them a cell phone, I got them a plan, and then a few months later they said, oh, I'm going to X part of Canada and I'm going to live there. So they gave me the phone back and I haven't used it since. That was 4 or 5 years ago. So, what I like to do to feel better, I like to make sure I don't talk to anybody for the first little bit. I have a tea, I get all of my things ready for a shower, and then I go ham in the shower. I do not wash my hair every single time I'm in the shower, but if I'm feeling really, really down, I like to, before I'm even in the shower, I put a little bit of conditioner in my hand and then put some water in my palm, and then I mix that together and I just put it on the ends of my hair as kind of like a barrier, like a moisture barrier, if that makes sense. Kind of like how you put lotion on your skin before you go out in winter, literal winter. I like to make sure that my hair is moisturized at the bottom, so that then when I do put shampoo in my roots, it doesn't run down and fully clarify my ends. Because I take a couple of days at the very least to let my hair do its thing, and I play with my hair a lot to pull the oils from my roots down into my ends. Like, these are hella moisturized right now, like it's like a paintbrush. But I'm sorry, I can't stop laughing at myself for using these weird words that I only use when I'm in videos, and it feels like I'm so foreign to myself, but I feel so like open on the camera, which is another thing that's very foreign to me. Like, I'm that awkward friend that you just don't want to bring out because they'll be sitting in the corner until someone makes direct contact with them, and then they'll talk to them or this, that, and that. So it's been a couple days since that last video. Well, since the first part of this video. My camera shut off and I didn't have the energy to continue. So what I was saying is I like to make sure that I eat right. I make sure that I do everything I can to feel better. And sometimes that's as simple as getting a hug from the kitties. Playing with them, hugging them, cuddling them. Okay. Yeah, you know you're not supposed to be on the table, but we'll give you a pass right now. Anyways, so that was Dot, by the way, if you're not familiar with my videos. And here comes Frankie, because she's jealous now. Sorry, I keep getting sidetracked. I really like to make sure that I'm doing everything that I can for myself, even if it's as simple as using my pumice stone in the shower on my feet just to feel a little bit more, I don't know, light, a little bit more free. I also like to try to paint my nails because it takes a long time to do anything for them, so I wait until I have a moment where I'm like, you know what, I'm just feeling really down. So I'm gonna do my nails, can give myself a pedicure, which for me a pedicure is just trimming them finally, putting a file against them to make them straight, and then putting some nail polish on. Frankie, what are you doing? Stop licking the bag. Stop licking the bag. Honestly, sometimes I wonder how could I ever get sad with these two around. And then I remember it's not really a thing that dictates whether or not everything is okay or not in life. Frankie, stop licking the bag. Why? Why? So she's now inside the bag, licking the outside of the bag with her head through one of the handle holes. Oh, do you know I'm talking about you now? Come here. Come here. Come here, you little shit. Come here. She's like, no, I want to stay inside my bag. Anyways, so I like to take care of myself with little things. Like doing my hair, or doing my makeup, or putting on fresh coat of nail polish. I'm playing with these dummies. A little bag licker. And a suck up. Go on. Aside from that, I like to make sure that I have a tea in the morning, I eat breakfast. If I can't do any of that, then I like to do positive affirmations. I know it sounds weird to most people, but sometimes just saying something over and over again, it helps you to not only, I don't want to say believe it, because for you to be able to say something to yourself and have it actually have an effect on you means that you believe it already. So just repeating it to yourself, like for me, I like to continuously say early in the morning, today's gonna be a good day. Even if a curveball gets thrown at me, that curveball is a learning experience and how to navigate around what is happening in order to feel better, or in some cases stay feeling the same. Because sometimes you are having a good day and then that curveball happens. You're like, what? Why? Again, I'm sorry that I haven't posted in a couple days. I did try to make a pre-recorded video so that then I could post it yesterday, but it's been a couple days now since the beginning of this video, and I'm feeling a little better. I will say this is not a video for children at all, because one of the things that I've learned over the past year or so is to have some me time. And I don't mean Jenna Marbles or my style of me time. I mean no one's in the house and you're under your sheets by yourself. Me time. Because I I was never the one to do that for the longest time, and then I found out that that could be a correlation to why I feel so down, or felt so down all the time. So I have brought it upon myself, for lack of a better phrase, to take care of myself when I'm the only one that cares enough too, if that makes sense. Because genuinely, no one's gonna care more about you than you. And it's taken me a long time to realize that. Because I used to do things for people left, right, and center. Like, you need someone to help you move? I'm there. You need someone to help you with your grocery? I'm there. Need someone to walk your animal? I'm there. But it got to the point of where I was hoping / expecting for these people to do the same things for me when I needed them. But the reality is, you cannot expect yourself of other people. If they're just not up for it, they're just not up for it. And you're really the only one that'll ever do anything for you. That's just for you. So, something as simple as cleaning your room. Sometimes I just don't feel like it. And then other times I go on a binge of, I'm going to meticulously clean every little thing until it's completely spick and span, and then I do the whole roller coaster again. I love how I deflected from that one point, and now... Frankie. My God, that scared me so much. Okay, let's put these up here. Now I see why you were in the bag. Anyways, I just wanted to make this a PSA of take care of yourself at all times, because you're the only one that loves you in the ways that you need to be loved. And sometimes that's as simple as having a little bit of ice cream and sitting in a onesie with your favorite TV show. And that's okay. I love you all. Thank you for being here with me.